From the sidelines of high school football games to national competitions, there's plenty to accomplish in the cheerleading world. But one question that has sparked tons of fierce debate, is cheerleading a real sport? Let's find out on today's episode of
COLOSSAL Questions!
No matter what you think of cheerleading, one thing's for sure. It takes just as much physical skill and training as any other sport. But is that enough to make it an official sport? The legal definition of a sport has been narrowed down to 5 key factors. It must be a physical activity, there must be some sort of competition with a winner, there needs to be a set of rules, and the purpose of the competition must be to compare skills. So far, cheerleading's 4 for 4. But the 5th key factor is where things get tricky. The primary purpose of the activity must be competition. Since cheerleading's main purpose is to support other athletic teams, competition comes second. So by that definition, cheerleading might not be a sport. So what's the big deal? Does it really matter if cheerleading is called a sport? Yes, it does. Since it isn't currently considered a sport, cheerleading doesn't have the same rules to keep athletes safe. At many high schools and colleges, cheer squads don't get the same quality equipment, uniforms, or practice space as other sports. Cheerleading is the cause of about 2/3 of all catastrophic injuries for high school female athletes. Among all sports, cheerleading has the second most injuries after football. If cheerleading was recognized as a sport, stricter rules and regulations could reduce the number of injuries and give cheer coaches access to better equipment. So in other words, it really matters what gets considered a sport. The good news is that according to the American Medical Association, cheerleading definitely should be considered a sport. For the AMA, it's because of all the injury risks involved. The International Olympic Committee took things one step further and has actually begun the process of naming cheerleading as an official Olympic sport. So, to all the cheerleaders out there, if you want to help get cheering recognized as a legal sport, get cheering, get stunting, and go! Fight! Win! Fight! Win! Yeah! And now you know why cheerleading isn't considered a sport, even if it should be. Comment below if you have a question you'd like to know the answer to. And don't forget to subscribe for more episodes of
COLOSSAL Questions!
only on DreamWorks TV.